use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 31. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing is Rodgers. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Able to find Lazard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Packers 6.
Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Get off the field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Green Bay Packer.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Rodgers back.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.